I'm Kristin Stampini with StampTV, and today I am going to debunk some of the fixer-upper myths. Let me give you some facts, what you should know before buying a home. Let's get started. Before deciding that your next home must be a fixer-upper, you should do some homework on what to expect when purchasing these type of homes. Many prospective home buyers tend to have a romanticized version of the entire process and are quite shocked when confronted with the hard reality. Fixer-upper homes can often represent a good deal, but there are some points that a home buyer should be aware of before making that offer. Myth number one, I can make a killing in the real estate market by buying a rundown home for tens of thousands of dollars less than the average home, fixing it up and then immediately selling it for full price or more. Fact number one, most homeowners looking to sell their fixer-upper home understand that they will have to list their home at a price that reflects the cost involved in restoring the home to its original condition. The asking price of fixer-upper is usually calculated so that the savings represented by the lower than the average market price is roughly equal to the amount that the money that the buyer could expect to spend on necessary renovations. You know, updating the look of a home or upgrading to a higher end finishes is not included in these calculations. And you should be careful not to spend so much money on renovations that you are unable to recoup your investment. Myth number two, it's better to pay a lot less and buy a fixer-upper in an undesirable area than to pay more for a comparable fixer-upper in a better neighborhood. The fact is most of us have heard that the quote, the three most important things to look for when buying a home are, number one, location, 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 and location. While this is absolutely meant to be funny and is somewhat oversimplified, rule of the home buying, it does drive homes to the point of how important it is to consider where you will buy your home. Purchasing a fixer-upper in a desirable neighborhood will cost you more initially, but the payoffs, personal peace of mind, and higher return on your home invested will you sell should not be overlooked. Myth number three, once I fix this house up, I can turn around and sell it for double the price I paid. Usually, not so much. So, the fact number three is a home will only sell for what the market can bear. What this means is that no matter how many upgrades were made or how much money has been invested in the upgrades, a home will only sell for what the majority of the home buyers are willing to pay in the neighborhood. Factors to consider when calculating your possible return on your investment. Location, what kind of neighborhood is the home in? Okay, the type of neighborhood will determine which type of buyers you will attract when you decide to sell. So, for example, an area consisting of mostly first-time buyers will attract buyers who have strict and limited budget. Okay, they are looking for affordability above all else, including high-end finishes and perfectly landscaped gardens. So neighbors, what are the neighbors' homes like? A beautiful home surrounded by rundown homes will sell for much less than a home surrounded by well-kept, beautifully maintained homes. So the surroundings, what are the surrounding features? Buyers are willing to pay more for a home that is in a convenient yet quiet local area, while you may find it convenient to side onto a school. Many potential buyers would eliminate such a location due to the noise level associated with the presence of hundreds of excitable children and the congestion caused by school buses and parents dropping off and picking up students. So it all depends on the person. So once you have thoroughly investigated the pros and the cons associated with purchasing a fixer-upper home, and you have decided that it's right for you, be sure to run your numbers. Numbers are very important, as we are investors ourselves. Number one, list price of the fixer-upper. So average recent sale, you want to look at that. Prices of similar non-fixer-uppers. Area home sales. Estimated cost of repairs. Figure out your return on investment. Renovation, what companies buffer an amount for unexpected repair costs, usually about half of the estimated total. Selling expenses, real estate fees, lawyer fees, possibly, closing costs, amount of taxes, carrying the home during that time, amount of profitable that you're going to desire, actual profit. So for example, $200,000 equals the list price of the fixer-upper. $255,000 is the average sales price, and $25,000 estimated repairs and $12,500 buffer for the repairs. $17,000 selling expenses and $20,000 desired profit versus actual. So profit of $500. So if your intent was to purchase the house shown in the example above, make the repairs and immediately list the house for sale, your actual profit showed is only about $500. So if, however, your intent was to purchase the same house but actually live in it for a while or rent it for years before selling it, that might make much more sense. You would normally expect to turn a much better profit for two reasons, okay? So first, historically speaking, the real estate market usually goes up over time, and you can anticipate the sales price would be higher, affording you more profit. Usually here in South Florida, 4 to 6% a year. Second, the money that you would have been paying in rent to live elsewhere with no return is actively paying down your mortgage and increasing your equity. As with all investments, nothing is guaranteed. So when looking to finance a home, keep in mind that the real estate market has taken some big hits in the past, okay? So never overextend yourself financially. Please note that the figures in these calculations shown were used for example-only purposes. Local housing prices, repair and costs, and selling costs will vary greatly from one area to another, one state to another, country, etc. It is recommended that all buyers thoroughly research their local costs and legal restrictions before purchasing a home, so you know what you're getting into. If you'd like this full report to help you out, reach out to us through the information that's provided below. Thank you for joining me today. Put a thumbs up if you like this video. Also comment on it, ask a question, and click on that bell icon. We will tell you when we have upcoming videos, which is every Tuesday. Thanks for joining us today. Have a great day.